So hi lovely Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for November 2022 with me Angela. You're very welcome here. So I'm going to do a card pull just to see what's coming up for you. Just to let you know, if you've got Sagittarian Ascendant, you will be having this full moon in your 8th house. So I've just got my little list here. So your 8th house is the rulership of it should be Taurus. If your ascendant is in your 1st house, and this full moon is around about 16-17 degrees of Taurus. So again, it depends. The only way you're going to know is looking at astro.com, putting in your birth time and your birth place, and it will calculate where your ascendant or your rising sign is. Because not everybody has their sun sign in the placement where the full moon or the new moon is hitting. So the 8th house is, in astrology, is the house of elimination. So there's something coming up for you of releasing, getting down to what you no longer need in your life. It is the house that rules secret powers, death, regeneration, hidden issues, others' resources such as like inheritance, and it's also quite business savvy because it's focusing on getting down to business. So some astrologers see it as that, it rules that area of life. For me, it's really the house of death and regeneration. So this might be a month for you, Saggy, where you're learning to really let go of what no longer serves you. Right, okay. So what's the message for Sagittarius, please, for November 2022? Okay. What do they not see coming yet? What's hidden from view? Okay. Right, okay. So money coming in of some kind. See, again, it's like 8th house inheritance. It could be money owed to you that's going to come in, or through some form of legal, why am I hearing legal transaction for some people? So it could be like some kind of divorce settlement for some people, it might be coming in, and then possible outcome for Sagittarius for November 2022. Right, okay. So daughter spirit came out together with envy. So you might be dealing with some difficult people. I'm just going to get some clarification cards. 5th chakra, what's this about? All right, okay. Oh, bless you, Saggy. This will obviously be for certain people. So you've got all tied up at the bottom of the pack. I've been getting this around Sagittarian energy quite a bit, actually, whenever I've pulled cards for them. So there's something about speaking up for yourself. The throat chakra's come up here. So that's the 5th chakra. So this is the area of like being able to tell yourself the truth, actually. So in yoga, when we do a lot of yoga nidra, we actually do a lot of these exercises which are really internal, energetic, but they're just as important as the yoga sequences, which are the exercise part, which everybody thinks is what yoga really is in the West. But actually the philosophy of yoga, for some reason they really want me to talk about, they talked about yoga with Scorpio because it's in the 7th house which rules yoga. So there might be some Sagittarians that it might actually be at the end of your 7th house, so maybe check that when you do your chart. So a big part of finding our truth is finding what our yes is and finding what our no is. But actually, we have to know what that is first, sometimes before we can say it out loud. So often there's an internal shift that occurs where, say like we're in a relationship and we know like there's certain things that isn't working in that dynamic of that relationship. We need to be able to speak up and tell our partner. So this is something to do with love or heartbreak for some Sagittarians. Has somebody let you down? I don't know. Somebody you're involved with. What's this broken heart about? Sagittarius, right. Somebody's not been honest with you. Where there's been a lack of balance in your relationship. The thinking woman is there. So there's been a lot of thinking, but not a lot of speaking about it. So if I just show you here, you've got the Angel of Balance. And again, this won't be for every Sagittarian rising or Sagittarius, but there's something around things that have happened. There's some lack of honesty in your life that's coming up to be cleared this month, Sagittarius, because the Angel of Balance is there and the Victory card is there. So no matter how painful this might be for you to admit maybe something's over, 8th house, things are coming to an end, or there's certain things that are not real for you, that it might be even on a collective front. You're seeing a lot of things out there with, mass psychosis, brainwashing, certain things in groups of people, and you just don't agree with it. The Sagittarius is the secret philosopher. It rules the 9th house in astrology. So even if Sagittarius might, and I'm talking about the archetype now, I mean, you might have 5 planets in Sagittarius, but you have a sun in Libra. But there will always be a desire to want to have some kind of spiritual, philosophical practice in their lives. They have this underlying truth of knowledge of something being deeper, something meaningful, that is the gel that glues everybody together. So again, I don't like to limit this in language terms with Saggy, because Saggy will make their own philosophy out of life for themselves, but it's important that they really have that, because that's the truth. So I don't know whether there is somebody's brokenhearted, it could be a woman, a man needs to speak his truth, or a lady needs to hear his truth, and that will set all this deceit and everything through. Again, this is, I think, a specific message for somebody, but what you don't realise is that you will have enough Sagittarius. I need to say this to you, there's a man holding a coin. This is the divine masculine. So this is where, we are our own source of abundance, but for you, it's through your philosophy of life and your practice is where you're going to be victorious. And you've got the Envy card here. I just want them, what's that about? I'm going to ask the tarot clarification on the Envy card for you, Saggy, because what's that envy for Sagittarius? I'm feeling like there's a lot of energy, like I just need to go, I need to get this done. Okay. So Judgment, now actually that is classed as your own, like Saggy's got 2 or 3 cards in the pack. Some can be the Knight of Wands. Judgment for me is showing up as you. You're showing up. This is really important for you to be able to speak the truth. The 9th house is about the truth. Sagittarius is about being able to know what the truth is and to stay away from gossip and slander and things like that. It really lowers down your energy, Saggy. You've got such a bright heart and a bright mind. You are such an energy of upliftment in the world. I don't know if you know people with a lot of Sagittarian energy. I've known quite a few, and I personally, I'm a Taurus, so I'm like plodding along, but I've got a lot of Saggy energy in my chart, and I attract a lot of Sagittarians because I love them. I find them like, they're what the world needs. They're like, they can be the solution thinkers. Judgment is like, it's like offering up the prayer to heaven, it's just coming straight back down, you're getting your answer. So I feel like there's some kind of holding on for some Sagittarians, which is like Spirit is saying stop doing that. Now I asked about the Envy card, Spirit, what's that about? The Moon. So there's something emotionally, again, and I'm going to say this is coming up in the November reading, but I'm getting this with a lot of the signs about this clearing out of people really showing their true colours this month. But again, it's Scorpio season. It does bring out all this 8th house elimination energy. So the Moon is, again, it can be deception. Yeah, there's a Tower moment coming. Sagittarius, if you're listening to this, please don't be worried about this at all. The cards will always speak the truth. That's what I believe. And also that it's never about fear. You know, spirit don't give you anything you can't handle. And if I am speaking to you from my heart to yours, there's nothing in this that you don't already know. That's who this message is for. This is not for somebody who has faced some of these things already. This is somebody who knows, like, you just know. You've been getting these really strong gut instincts and feelings, and you know, there's a Tower moment coming. And what, yeah, again, this is the other, it's you again, Sagittarius. You're like talking to yourself in this reading. So this is going to bring in the balance that you've been praying for. So looking at the deception energies in your life and working with spirit to clear them out. The Tower moment is collapsing what's not real, what's built on very shaky foundations. Yes, you've got two options you can't yet see going to come into your life. What's this about, spirit? What are the two options? What area of life is this? You needing to take some rest and rejuvenation. There's been a lot going on. The Hierophant, so that's Taurus. It's also about your value systems getting an upgrade and looking, there's like an upgrade for you in your life. And I can't be too specific because it's a collective reading, but there's some kind of upgrade for you which is really in your benefit. What's the outcome for Saggy with all of this? The Ace of Swords, absolute truth. Oh my lordy, King of Swords. That nearly took my breath away. I'm not joking. When you get two swords, mental clarity beyond belief here, guys. And the King of Swords is like measured action, mentally having that clarity. But also, again, somebody was saying the other day that the King of Swords is the entrepreneur. I mean, I love listening to my peers because I really learn from them. And I'm sure they might listen to my readings and go, what's she talking about? But no two readers are wrong. They see like, it's like looking at a map of a world and seeing one side of it and then somebody saying, we're just seeing different sections of the same thing. So the Ace of Swords here is that whatever, this is just absolute truth. And I'm telling you something, Saggy, this is really when you're in your element. You are like the master of truth, but when you are not being honest with yourself, it really does backfire. Anything around that Ace of Swords and King of Swords. I don't want to use the Muse cards, or do I? No, I don't. I want to stick with the Tarot. King of Swords and Ace of Swords for Saggy. What's that about? We've discussed that, but anything more clarification on that area? Yeah. Oh, this is your new beginning. So the Ace of Swords is a new beginning, but it's a new beginning based in truth. But this is like abundance. So Pentacles is the offering of money, support, strong foundations. I just feel like there is this pathway opening for you here. Can you see? And it's just filled with, you know, there's been storm clouds in the background, Saggy, but you know, I really want this for you. I want you to be happy. Just like those around you want you to be happy. Do you want you to be happy? I know you'll be saying yes. There's just a big clearing going on in your life this month. So it's definitely 8th house. You know, it's just eliminating. It is the house of elimination. So it's getting down to business savvy. And it's focusing on getting down to business and clearing out what no longer works for you, Saggy, so you can have this new beginning in areas of your whole life foundation, actually. Some Sagittarians will be making a decision, which is what the Judgment card is about, which is about speaking up, finding out what it is that you want. So if you think about the 5th chakra, you have to, so you find out what's in your heart, and then you let that energy come up and you say it to yourself. And then if there's other people involved and you know you need to make a shift, you need to move out of this, you know, shadow aspect. See, again, 8th house is very much about shadow work at this time as well. So it could be for you that your area that you're closing out, you've got to look at some shadow aspects that you've been not really been dealing with, or which is the Eight of Swords, is you need to take the blindfold off and you need to see, because your values might be being compromised, because you might not be being honest with yourself. But actually what you can't yet see yet, Saggy, is that you've got two options waiting for you in the wings. Now this could be about relationship, it could be about job, it could be about anything. I'm trying to keep it as on the low, so I'm not specific, so I don't exclude anybody in the readings. I try to do that. And again, you do attract quite a bit of envy with your upbeat, like shininess, like sparkliness that you have, your ability to be you're like the forever happy-go-lucky person. And remember, you are the sign of luck, you're ruled by Jupiter, so whatever comes to pass is you're guaranteed. Where have you gone, Ace of Pence? You're absolutely guaranteed this, which is your new beginning, Sag. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you all my love. Have the best month ever, and I will see you. Or you've got a new moon this month as well. I don't know when that is. You'll have to look that up. But you have a new moon in your sign, whether it's Ascendant. So that's what your new beginning is, and that's where the balance is going to come in. That's where you start your whole brand new year. Wow, amazing. Lots of love, Sag. See you very soon. Take care.